Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm back in Dublin. Actually, I'm come outside of Dublin for a change. I'm down in a little village or town of Nina. I'll get shot for calling it a village. Let me spin this around here. Actually, let's walk into the sunshine. Now, I'm in the village of Nina. Sorry, town of Nina in County Tipperary. Famous for many things. Hurling being one of the most famous things it's known for. Tipperary crystal, Tipperary silver. There's quite a few things Tipperary is famous for. I suppose the person I think it's most famous for is the reason why I'm here. Is the legend that is Shane MacGowan, lead singer of the Pogues. And today they are unveiling a mural that's been painted on the side of a gable end of a house to commemorate the death of Shane MacGowan, and I suppose the legend that he is, the history of Shane MacGowan. And this is the village, or I keep saying village, see, I'm a dub. Anything outside of Dublin we refer to as a village, and I'm going to have to stop because my other half will shoot me. This little town, and it is a beautiful little town, and it still has a lot of the old character that you lose, that Dublin City doesn't have anymore. This is just a lot of the shop fronts, the old shop fronts are still here, which I love. There's still quaint, proper Irish bars. I suppose that's one thing, if people are looking for Irish bars, Dublin I never think is the place for them. Something like this is much more likely to give you that vibe, that feel of an Irish bar. Now, I've had the privilege of meeting Shane on more than one occasion. I was very, very lucky to have met him at a gig my father-in-law put on many years ago in the National Concert Hall, and I had a drink in the green room with him afterwards, and I can tell you that was an experience and a half. Man was known for many things, and his capability for drink was one of them. And yeah, it was a great night. It was good. It was just, it's a memory I'll keep forever. And then on another occasion, in one of my previous jobs as a taxi driver, I had the privilege of driving him to Dublin Airport. I was driving past the Shelbourne Hotel one December, and I got a call from the concierge of the hotel to come and pick up a VIP, and I was delighted to see Mr. MacGowan in the lobby waiting for his lift to the airport, and he was wheelchair bound at the time. It was around the time as he had just had some work done, and he looked very well, I have to say. And we had a nice sort of chat in the car, and so this is it. This is what I came up for. This is officially being, I suppose, I won't say unveiled, because as you can see it, but it starts at 1:30, and his sister is here to make a little speech about his life, I suppose his legacy and his history. I suppose famed, most people will know the Pogues. Every Irish person knows who the Pogues are. But I suppose most people in the world will know the fairy tale of New York, which is, I suppose, the most iconic thing that he's famous for worldwide. But to us, he was just a legend. Okay, I'm going to pause here, stop here for a little while, and then we'll get some of the speech. Talk soon.
coming back to me. And the summer arrives and the warm winds they blow. I love you more than you ever could know. Where did my baby go? Where did my baby go? She left me, she left me, she left me by the shore. The winter breaks bread and you must away, so I'll hope for the spring and the first flies in May. When you do return and the swallows will sing of all of the joys that the summer does bring. Where did my baby go? Where did my baby go? She left me, she left me, she left me. She left me, she left me, she left me. She left me, she left me, she left me by the shore. Where did my baby go? Where did my baby go? She left me, she left me, she left me. And now that my baby's home, now that my baby's home, I'll be waiting, be waiting, be waiting by the shore. Emila Margaret, thank you.
Country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way.
All the time. I'm nearly living, and I wrote this story. It's a bit all over the place, but and I've got the flu, so bear with me. But I just want to say that, like, we spent most of our lives living in London, but every time anybody asked Shane where he lived, he always said he lived in Tipperary. And like, I'd sometimes contradict him, Hampton. He'd be like, no, I'm in Tipperary. And I think this would be, as one said, it would be like, I don't know, like getting your statue on Times Square or something for a New Yorker. But like for him to have his mural in Nina would be everything he could possibly have hoped for, except maybe if he could get Tom Cray on the other wall. To even company! If I'd campaigned for that, I'd campaign for Tom Cray. And the other thing, I suppose, the love of home, but he also, I feel it's important to say that it's not just about Shane, it's actually about something a lot bigger. It's about being willing as a people to champion somebody who didn't live like a normal life and who didn't live the way you're supposed to live. And like, I won't go into that too much, but you know what I mean. But he was a man who lived from his heart, he lived from his soul, and he didn't pretend ever to be anything he wasn't. He didn't try to impress anyone. He wasn't a diplomatic person, he was exactly as you saw him, you probably knew him. He knew that he was honest to a fault, and he didn't appearances were not important to Shane. And one thing I was thinking when I saw the mural, the first thing when that picture, when the photograph was taken, I was probably saying to him, would you not change the trousers, or would you wear something clean? Is there dirt on that? Is it filthy? But he didn't care about that stuff. He just felt that it was the person inside that mattered the most. And it wasn't just in him that he didn't care about appearances, but also in other people. So, like as you all know, who met him, he spent a lot of time mixing with all kinds of people, and most of the people he really had time for were people who didn't fit in to society, who were maybe like marginalized, particularly homeless people, but also people who were, a bit flawed, a bit troubled, just not perfect. He had a great love for humanity, but he very much loved the flawed humanity, the whole like people who didn't, who might have gambled, who might have drank a lot, who might have, you know what I mean. And so I think, just the idea that someone like that could be, and who could end up being portrayed on the wall, gives us hope. We're not all about people making loads of money and being very successful and presenting, with flashing designer clothes and nice cars and all this stuff, as kind of a superficial version of ourselves, or perhaps a fake version of ourselves. So I guess he was the opposite of fake. And the fact that we can put him on a wall here says something pretty good about our society. That we do care about what's inside of us, not just what's on the outside. And particularly the vulnerable people. I think Shane was a very vulnerable person, but he wasn't afraid to show it. And particularly in the songs, the people in Shane's songs, especially in Fairytale of New York, but also The Old Man Drag and Pair of Brown Eyes, they're very vulnerable people. They're often people who've been abused or beaten down, or somehow thrown out of conventional society. So, it's like recognizing that we're all lovable and we're all human. That was one thing that I really was impressed by in Shane's work, was his willingness to embrace humanity. And of course, his love of family. He loved his home, he loved his family, he spent years and years and years away from here, but it was always his home, it was always in his heart, and he always adored Siobhan, always adored Morris and Trace, all of his aunts and uncles. This was the place that inspired him and created him. You should all, you've all played a part in that because you are this place. So, and I want to thank all of you for creating Shane. And I want to thank Siobhan and Morris and Trace, who I know is watching, and obviously I want to thank Fiona and and everybody who's involved in making this mural, and Fiona and Rosemary and everybody who's welcomed us here today. And just thank you all. Thank you for